Hope I'm audible. So let me check first and then we'll start the announcement part which I was talking about. So, guys, something important I wanted to announce. People usually don't. Let me check. Is it audible? Checking. Is it audible? Checking. Well, yes. Well, yes. Yes, guys, as you can see in the title, so I have to make an announcement on the something impossible task or challenge that I'm taking up this new year, just like I used to do prior COVID times. So I used to do something called as Dare December. So where I used to pick up something very challenging to do in the December because I don't know why. Because when I in 2016 or something, when I started off after my graduation, I started off doing things, something daring, something, you know, which will make you more alive, is what I would say. I used to pick some task, some challenge, some activity, and used to do in December month. So that's how I named my that thing as hashtag Dare December. So I continued with that. So yes, coming to the announcement part, what I'm trying to do is, so today is 30th December. It's 11:26 p.m. I have planned that tomorrow morning, that's 31st December, starting 4 a.m., I'll be going for a 12-hour move, like running. Not necessarily I will run, but if possible, I will try to run, but most likely it won't be possible. But the idea is that I will be starting at 4 a.m. in the morning or 5 a.m. I'm not that, so it's late, quite late now. I've not complete my sleep as well. So thing is, I want to run starting from my home, Cherthala, towards Alleppey and beyond that for 12 hours straight with a rest. I'm not sure, I won't be resting much, but again, it will be continuous 12 hours run is what I'm planning for. Yes, that's a challenge that I have picked up this new year, and I will continue picking up new challenges every December. That's uh, that's how it was, and I want to continue that. I don't want to stop that, and the COVID thing is no longer an excuse that I would say. So not excuse, I always want to do it, but yes. So yes, I want to tell you that I'm doing that, and most importantly, why I'm making this announcement is because I will be adding stories on every hourly basis to my Instagram. So if you guys want to see where I am, how I started off, how I gradually slowing down, what I'm going through mentally, how what I am feeling, or how my legs are tired, or feeling the pinch, my elbows, my knees, my joints, how they are reacting, or how the what is the pain, am I even feeling the pain, or what are the twists and turns happen. So I'll be uploading those things on my Instagram stories. So if you guys don't, if you are not following me on Instagram, follow me over there. That's the first point that I want to make. And so my Instagram handle is Achuth Jiramesh. If you search for Achuth Jiramesh, and you'll find my profile over there, and follow me over there. And starting from tomorrow 5 a.m., from my first story till 12 hours, that will be like till 5 p.m., I'll be adding up stories, and I'm not sure how much I will cover. And again, I want to tell you that this is not the first time I'm doing something like this. I've done something like this previously, maybe 6 years back in 2017, February 14th, Valentine's Day, to be noted. uh, just for the single guys, like I used to call it as Valentine's Day special marathon sort of. The thing is, I want to do something, when couples are engaged in their life, you single guys like me, where who are clueless, घर में बैठ के क्या करें, I sort of कि कुछ अलग करेंगे, तूफानी करेंगे, डर के आगे जीत है. So that's how I started off that first run, and I uh, walked from Kakinad, Kochi to my hometown Cherthala, 45 kilometer in 9 hours. I started that at 3 a.m. in the morning, and since then I continued. I reached here by 11, I guess. So like that. So yes, I have done something similar, and this is just an extended part of that, but I did that when I was 23, 24 sort of, but now I'm 30 and I'm picking up this challenge, and I'm taking this up for, moved a little bit higher. The barrier is bit higher now. And secondly, I want to, most importantly, the first point was, if you have not followed me in Instagram, follow me over there. And Achuth G Ramesh is my name. It's same as my Instagram handle. You can follow me over there. And the second part is most important part. Like, everyone asks me, why are you doing whatever you are doing, right? क्या पागलपन है, क्या ज़रूरत है इस चीज़ की, what is the, in fact what is the need of doing all this shit on 31st December when everyone is chilling, you are doing something, it's new year and you're doing this kind of crazy stuff. Some people call it as crazy, like David Goggins, and some people call it as mad guy. What's the point of him doing this? All right, so I want to tell my perspective on this, how I look at it, I mean how I look at it, and what is how my thought process behind this. All right, okay, starting with, I have made some points so that I shouldn't forget while I'm trying to explain what I mean. um, See, there was a few books also I pointed out where few things were mentioned. If you have heard of this thing, like there's a word called grit. There's a book called the grit is the power of passion and perseverance. Okay, the grit is that willpower of not giving up, that the perseverance, the passion involved in doing something, right? Similarly, if you have heard of this book called as Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. So Victor, it's a very famous book. It's a Man's Search for Meaning. It's a very famous book, and if you have heard that story, I'm pretty much sure there are a lot of reels, lot of YouTubers who have made stories around it. It's that this guy, the Frankel, in the World War II, he was under the concentration camp of Nazis. You know, so give you context. Concentration camp is that in the movies, as you have seen, exactly same or maybe worse than that, where there was mass murders. There was uh, the punishment that were given in the concentration camp is huge. Like, I mean, if what it's not huge, it's tragic. It's very painful. It's very. Uh, it's said that it's one of the worst uh, act against humankind were done over there on that period from World War II in 1941 to 1945. So Frankel was one such prisoner, and the point is he found a how to think about it. There's a format of logotherapy, I think, logotherapy. So that's a discovery that he made. So it's no matter how whatever you go through, okay, it's up to you how you perceive it. Imagine Frankel being punished by the guards of the prison, and he used to smile. I'm telling you an example. He used to just be pleasant about it. Because he found a way how to navigate, or now how to think about this pain, how to get over this. So he had come across that format or that formula of how to think. Even you have no control of the external factors, but you have complete control of how you want to feel. That's what he had discovered, Viktor Frankl, in when he was in the Nazi concentration camp. So when we run such a long, you know, marathon or something like that, when you get physically exhausted, you find a way how to reach the destination, and you feeling not being tired, or how you need to think. It will teach you how to mentally get prepared and how to think about this situation. That's what. And so during this World War also, there's called as Holocaust experiences, like where, as I mentioned, like Frankel had gone through these concentration camps and how he was treated, and horrific treatment that he had to gone through, and how he was able to overcome because of how he had trained his mind to think, right? Then it's about personal growth. See, imagine this. I did something like this. I walked or run for 9 hours when I was in 6 years back. Now 6 years or 7 years after now, I mean, I did that in 2017. Now it's 2023, nearly 6 years. After 6 years, I have to be better than what I did 6 years back, right? If you think yourself as you are someone who is improving 1% each on every single day, or you are following a graph in which you are increasing or you are improving yourself, be it skills, be it physically, be it professionally, be it in money, wealth, or whatever the point may be, you need to be this, the graph needs to be upwards, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. See, if I did something like this 9 hours, I should be able to do something like this similarly for 12 hours straight, because I have improved over a period of time. That's what my point is. That's what I want to see. Like after 6 years, Achuth remains the same, or he has worsened, or he has gotten better. So it's my way of proving myself that, bro, 6 साल पहले तो ऐसा था, अभी तो बेहतर बन गया है. यू हैव फिजिकली इम्प्रूव्ड, यू हैव, तुम दूसरे लोगों की तरह तुम बिगड़ नहीं गए या तुम खराब नहीं हुए, तुम्हारा परफॉर्मेंस और भी बेहतर हो गया है. So that's what I want to prove. I'm sure that if I'm doing this on 2023, I will be doing much more better physically on 2024, because that's something. एक अपना भी स्केल होता है, राइट? व्हेन यू आर नॉट कंपेयरिंग विद अदर्स, इंस्टेड यू आर कंपेयरिंग विद योर सेल्फ. 6 years पहले कैसा था, 2 साल पहले कैसा था, आज मैं कैसा हूँ, 2 साल बाद में कैसे रहूँगा. द ग्राफ शुड ऑलवेज बी अप. इट्स माई पर्सनल चॉइस, दैट्स व्हाट हाउ आई वांट टू सी माई सेल्फ. एंड यस, एंड अगेन इट्स अ बेंच मार्क, राइट? इट्स अ बेंच मार्क मेरे लिए. अभी इफ आई एम डूइंग दिस फॉर 12 hours and I will be covering 40 kilometer, 50 kilometer, whatever the point is, or whatever the number is. If I want to try something like this few years down the lane, then I should be doing better than this. So it's setting a benchmark is what I was trying to say. Then is a very also to tell you that I remember me telling my teachers during my college days. I told my teachers that I did something similar on a camp. What I did, see, 9 hours, I worked for 9 hours. There was sudden pain over it. There was sudden pain. It was tiring and all. But I have faced worse situation than that, physically, mentally challenging. When I was in my college and I attended an NCC camp of RDC. I'm not sure how many of you know that, Republic Day camp. And that was one of the physically exhausting and mentally exhausting most of his days of my life. And when after every camp, there were 10 camps that I had to attend. Every camp I had to attend and then qualify for the next one. So I attended a 7 8, and after every camp I come to my college to attend couple of classes, 1 2 classes. And my teachers used to ask, why you're doing this, why this stupidity, you have nothing, you are a bright student, you can study and you can get good results, marks. But I told them that I used to it's a thing that which I borrowed from Ranvijay sir from Roadies, that I want to do things which I can narrate to my grandkids. I want to do something which I can narrate to my grandkids. So yes, that's the point. That's what I'm trying to prove over here as well. I'm just creating stories. ये क्या बात है कि तुम कुछ काम, मतलब ऐसा नहीं हो रहा कि तुम बुढ़ापे में तुम 70 साल के हो गए एंड यू आर सिटिंग विद योर ग्रैंड किड्स एंड दे आस्क यू टू टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योर crazy stories that you have done. There should be something, right? There is a couple of 3 4 stories that you need to have. This is my way of creating my stories which I want to narrate to my grandkids. Cool, right? This is what I want to do. This is, if I have to remove all the other points out of this is one point that I want to do it for. It's the memories that I want to create. So these are the things. And after that, this is another point. When you do such challenging things, after certain stage, right, when you are exhausted, when you're physically exertion happened, you are no longer able to walk, then you still keep doing it. आपसे 10 पुशअप नहीं हो रहे थे, आपने 11 लगा दिए. उसके बाद जो 12वें लगाने वाला जो पुशअप है ना, उसमें जो लगता है वहाँ पे, दैट्स कॉल्ड मेंटली एक विल पावर लगता है उसके लिए. दैट वन पुशअप इट डज नॉट नीड जस्ट योर फिजिकल पावर, इट नीड्स सम मेंटली यू नो पुश योर सेल्फ. सो ऐसे कई बार सिचुएशंस आते हैं लाइफ में वेर यू वांट टू डू थिंग्स एंड यू आर डूइंग इट. एक लेवल आता है जहाँ पे आपका सैचुरेशन लेवल पहुँच जाता है, इसके आगे आपके हो ही नहीं सकता. पर उसके बावजूद भी यू पुश योर सेल्फ वन पुशअप, 2 पुशअप और लगा लेते हो. जो खुशी वहाँ पे मिलता है ना, दैट्स बिकॉज ऑफ एंडोर्फिन रिलीज होता है. यू नो अबाउट दिस हैप्पी हार्मोन्स लाइक एंडोर्फिन, एड्रेनलिन, सेरोटोनिन, ऑक्सीटोसिन एंड ऑल दिस स्टफ. सो एक एड्रेनलिन इससे एक एंडोर्फिन रिलीज होता है उस वक्त. सो such things what I'm doing tomorrow is for my endorphin releases, the happy hormone. उसके बाद remember when I will be back on Jan 1st to my home and I will be laying in my bed, I'll be thinking यार कर दिया मैंने, भाई कर दिया मैंने. मुझे लग रहा था नहीं होगा पर मैंने कर दिया. That's what we strive it for, like that endorphin, that push. That's what I mean as a guy, that's what I need in my life, that एक adrenaline, एक adventurous thing, एक satisfaction from the life. That's it's a way of getting it. Some people दारू पी के लाते हैं, किसी कोई कुछ और करके लाते हैं. हम मेरे लिए दिस इज समथिंग दैट वर्क्स एंड इट्स अ हेल्दी वे ऑफ डूइंग इट एंड आई कंटिन्यू डूइंग इट. Then it's a another point. So there are multiple reasons why I'm doing it. It's just not just one. If I say I ignore one point, there are 10 other points the 10 other points because of which I want to do it. Have you heard of this something called as neuroplasticity? ठीक है. जैसे जब आप बचपन में थे, कहते हैं ना जो आदतें आप बचपन में बना लेते हो उसको आप मतलब बढ़ती उम्र तक वो रहता है आपके साथ. You know why? There is when you're a kid and you do certain things, you learn a lot of things, like you walk, then you fall. While falling, you know that you should not be hitting to sharp objects. Then you learn to how to watch, how to observe, how to pick up round objects, how to pick up rectangular objects, how not to touch fire. A lot of learnings that happens when you are a kid. But as you grow up, right, your learning curve reduces. The new things that you used to learn as a child, it reduces by every passing day or year, right? The point is, when you're a kid and you start to learn these things, there is a continuous neural connection that happens. आपके ब्रेन में, दिमाग में, there is neural connection that happens, which is called as neuroplasticity. And when you are a kid, your neuroplasticity or the ability to learn new things is way easier when you are a kid. And as you grow, that ability get reduced. That's why kids learn languages, learn other things very quickly than adults. If you give two things, like if you it's a remote and it's a remote, if you give to a kid as well as an adult and they are in the same phase, they have never seen this object prior, and I shared this with both of them. I'm pretty sure that kid will learn this pretty fast than a adult, because he will do it. He will do it. He will keep on pressing things and he will learn that okay, इससे AC का टेम्परेचर बढ़ता है, कम होता है, स्विंग का है, ये स्विच ऑन ऑफ. So kids are much more very much more very flexible to learn new things than an adult. उसलिए कहते हैं ना, when you are going through adultery or adulthood, you need to learn new languages. You pick up some instrument to learn. You learn some new skill, painting, do something like that, so that you continue. You train your brain. You train your brain to rewire itself. जब हम comfort level में होते हैं, that rewire does not happen. So that's why when you're, so I'm moving, right? So I've never done this something previously, so I'm doing it, so that neural connection will happen. कि अच्युत पहले नहीं भागा था 12 घंटे के लिए, अब इस बार भाग रहा है. उसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए, कैसे पैर को रखना चाहिए, हील पहले टच करें, टो पहले टच करें, या साइड को टच करें, पत्थर को का, व्हेन यू सी स्टोन यू शुड बी प्लेसिंग योर leg towards that side, this side. There are a lot of things that you will learn along the way. So this is one way of neuroplasticity for me. And yes, and as I said, this is a resilience building. एक है ना resilience. This will help professionally, personal life as well. When you're not able to do, or your body has given up, but you still push yourself. That not giving up वाला जो attitude है ना, that attitude comes by this. So that's what I want to do. Not giving up वाला चीज that comes with this. Yes, that's so. Obviously, इमेजिन 3 घंटे के बाद ही ये फट जाती है, मतलब यू हैव नो क्लू कि हाउ योर बॉडी विल रिएक्ट आफ्टर 3 hours. ऑब्वियसली यू विल बी ओके वॉकिंग, बट योर बॉडी विल स्टार्ट टू गिव अप. उसके बाद भी यू कीप ऑन पुशिंग योरसेल्फ, वन स्टेप बाय वन स्टेप, वन स्टेप बाय वन स्टेप. एंड that is what is needed in professional life as well. If you are completely focused on professional life, then boy, this kind of physical activities will help you to excel in your professional life as well. I think I have that. My mentality has been framed because I was very much active on sports in my school days. I have failed. There was situation where जब तुम हारने वाले ही हो, तुम्हें पता है तुम हारने वाले, बट स्टिल यू गिव यू 100% इन द नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट. आखिरी ओवर तक, आखिरी बॉल तक यू फाइट. That attitude needs to be there, and that attitude will help in other fields of your life as well. Relationship, physical, professional, private, personal, सब कुछ. And yes, it's true that 99% लोग पागल बोलते हैं, but there will be 1% of people who will be inspired by this. And this video will be seen by 100, 200 people or 300 people. Out of that, if I could inspire one person to push his limit after he's completely exhausted, and if I inspire one person to do one physical activity or kuch challenging in the next new year or in the coming days, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to achieve. And I also want to tell you that this particular activity, I'm doing it for 12 hours. There is two guys in Delhi who are doing it for 24 hours. They started this morning, December 30th, 6 a.m. and they're still working. Right now, they have completed around nearly 18 hours. 16 hours, 18 hours. Sorry, they have nearly completed 18 hours. And I've been watching their stories. Then his name is Man Running and No Car Key. Just visit my profile and search for No Car Key. He's the Devil Circuit. I've been talking about Devil Circuit a long time. So he's the guy who won Devil Circuit in Kochi. And I saw his story, and inspired by him is what I took up this challenge. He's doing it for 24 hours. I know that I'm not that prepared. I don't want to go for that worsen situation. I'm just know that he is equipped. He's completely equipped. He has a team of doctors who looking after his legs. They are a team of his friends who is going along with the car along with their work. So I don't have all those facilities and equipments or that kind of support. I mean, their program has been a press release, and there was PR support, marketing and all has happened. They are collecting money. So I think I'll be also sharing that QR code with you also. Let me support from my behalf as well, right? So that's an inspiration for me. Some people is doing for 24 hours. Can't I do it for 12 hours? Come on, I should be able to. So another reason is I'm stopping it at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. because I know that after 6 p.m. during the evening time, since I'll be walking through the NH, National Highway, and the roads and it's completely for the vehicles, and I need to be very careful in the night time. So it's much more better for me to stop when I'm at 6 p.m. and that's how it is. All right, guys. And if you have watched the video till here, thank you so much. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me if you have watched this 20-30 minutes video. Thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be putting up stories. I will be sleeping for next 4-5 hours, and from there I'll be starting out for the walk. 5 hours is really less, so I need to take a lot of rest. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Keep supporting and follow me on Instagram and follow the stories that I'll be putting up tomorrow morning. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Bye.